This is the Podcast of Owls, episode 1 for the week of January 18th, 2018. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 1 of the Podcast of Owls, our weekly RuneScape podcast, including quest, future updates, lore, and many, many more. Joining me today, I have Amascut.
As usual.
Avernic.
Also as usual at this point.
And I am your host, Crondis.
There's a Walter.
We do have a Walter in the chat. So, yes, we have become a weekly podcast. As you may have seen on the channel recently, we have started doing more and more podcasts as of late. It's kind of an easier thing to do with certain updates and whatnot, so we've kind of just compiled it all together. These podcasts will contain news sections and a topic section, which will come down to either recent updates, lore tidbits, stuff like that.
Basically, it depends on the size of the week. If we've got a lot to talk about, the topic section will, cover all that stuff. If we don't, we might pick an interesting lore topic and dive into it. That would be too large or perhaps not thorough enough for something like a Rune Secrets episode. Yeah, the majority of this episode is going to be covering the new stuff that's coming out and the year ahead content that we've gotten.
Right, instead of the topic section this week, because there is so much to cover. Because we're starting 2 or 3 weeks into the year, and we have a lot of catching up to do.
So much catching up. All right, so let's get into it.
All right, let's jump over to news. All right, starting off with our news section, we have Vic is returning. Does anyone care about this?
Yeah, Vic is great. He lets you cash in your bonus experience for things that you might want.
I talked to him.
Welcome back, Vic. Thank you for taking the time to return.
I think I've missed him like the past 5 times that he's come. I kind of just don't care about him anymore.
Not that I'm necessarily being sarcastic, it's just he doesn't have anything that I'm personally interested in.
Yeah.
He has Slayer bonus experience, so...
Yep, I picked up a piece of the Oaken Sentinel stuff and some Slayer BXP.
I'll just wait for that stuff to come out, actually.
Also returning for the 7th time is the Wolves.
Ow!
Yes, 7 times.
With no changes this time.
Let the age hit you on that one.
I don't think we've had changes on these for a couple of years now.
Last year we had Fenrir was new.
Yeah, last year was Fenrir.
Last year?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we had just ear for like 3 years.
Holy no, he was 2016. He was 2 times ago.
Wait, really?
Oh. Yeah.
Fudge,
January 2016
again.
I knew 1 year ago wasn't right. I'm like, what? No, right. What? Yeah, because they added him, and then the next year they added the Fenrir legs and body as a drop.
Those were different years?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's lame.
Well then.
Yeah, and then they added that one like amulet.
Well, we're just dating ourselves at this point. We think time moves a lot slower than it actually does.
Always does.
But I fought them and got bonus experience, and then went to Vic and converted it to Slayer experience. So that was my interaction with the event.
That's what I'm about to go do. I haven't done that quite yet. Geez, the Skull Amulet was 2013. Haiti Head was 2011, and the Cloak was 2012. Whew. That's rough.
Yeah, not too much to get into with the Wolves, though. If you do want to listen on our thoughts on that, along with some future predictions on the Avernic series, go ahead and check out our most recent podcast about that.
Yep, Crocky and Avernic go into some good detail about what they could do with the storyline in the future.
Yep, using all the threads they've put in recently, or with specifically that event.
Next on our news list, Jagex has put out a music survey. What would you like to hear on digital, CD, vinyl, various media outlets like that? With some of their...
Spotify was another big one.
Yep, Spotify was another one.
Spotify
all with their orchestral and MIDI soundtracks. Am I the only one that went through and just clicked all of them?
I didn't, because I wanted to give them like decent feedback.
See, I just want like all of the music to just be available. I know that's a bit unrealistic.
Yeah, some
I
thousand
also
tracks just dumped onto Spotify in one day.
Yeah,
I want it to
exactly.
also be everything, but I know that there's probably limits, and they're probably not going to do everything. So I picked mostly the orchestral stuff because that's what I'm most interested in.
I just
I
picked the
say
tracks that
that.
I picked the tracks that I
Right.
particularly enjoyed and moved on.
I did not pick any MIDI ones though.
See, I say that I want them all, and I know there's probably some like really obscure tracks that are just really bad that no one would ever download.
So you totally clicked on Grigorovic's theme. That was an option.
Yes.
So yeah,
We've got an announcement on the mining and spinning beta date. This is really exciting.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
February 12th.
It's glad,
It'll be open for 2 weeks.
I'm
The
always glad
week
when they open.
commencing on February 12th.
Oh right, they mentioned it's probably gonna open like a Thursday or something or Friday.
Yeah, I'm always glad when they open up the beta, though. It's nice to test things out before it comes in.
And the best part is they're keeping it very simple, and that's just one test square, so no one can get distracted and go fight some bosses for no cost or something. So anyone that really is interested can go and just interact with ores and bars and furnaces and stuff, and see how that feels.
Yep, we got our first look at Master Clue Scrolls. They showed us a 90 woodcutting wreck, so that's interesting. Along
We
with,
suppose.
yeah, we think it's 90 woodcutting because of an elder
We think
tree.
we solved it.
And then they showed something else, right?
They showed a couple of things. Part of that, well, they showed off mostly cosmetics, but they talked about mechanics more than they had in the past. So
Let's not forget the tier 92
Wait, what?
or 82, tier 82 Robin Hood.
Yeah, Robin Hood's going to be augmentable in tier 82.
Yeah.
They talked about mechanics as in there's going to be emote clues on masters, and they're going to be using obscure items particularly.
Get ready for a bunch of items to suddenly spike in price.
But they want those to be announced ahead of time because they're so incredibly obscure, and Iron Men are going to have trouble.
Watch, we're going to have like so many of these items.
Speaking of things suddenly shooting up in price, Backramental bolts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, boy.
Coming very, very soon is the next week? Yeah, like shortly. Is the Backcriminal Bolt update, which is going to allow us to gem tip them.
And make them ridiculously high level.
Yeah, now they're going to be really good. They're going to literally be level 99 bolts.
Level 95. They require 99 to wear, though.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So they're basically being future-proofed pretty heavily here.
Right, so it's going to be the best thing you can do to range. It's probably going to tank the price of a Nox bow because you need to use crossbows for these.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this affects the economy, but I expect it to most definitely, without a doubt, make crossbows increase in price and value, especially with Solak coming out, and make bows decrease.
Now I just wonder how many people are going to be camping the tree in the wilderness, try to kill people.
Indeed.
That'll be interesting. I'm just going to touch the 4 not wilderness trees.
Yeah, if you're smart,
more
you're
of
just going
them
to
are
keep the
out of
4.
the wilderness than they are in.
But I think
so there's no reason not to.
The yield in the wilderness ones are higher.
That's true.
They?
Yes,
maybe.
Especially the high one by the Pirates Hideout is the best one. And you have to bring the tips with you to make the bolts. So
yep, it's not a huge risk, but it's there.
Not. But I think bolt tips are also going to rise in price, which is very good for monsters such as Stalkers or Hydrix Dragons. So they might actually be worth picking up. Because of, supposedly the regular Backroom bolts themselves have skyrocketed before the updates happened, even though they're not getting affected. So I'm curious to see where bolt tips go.
Alright, next up we have the Edgebill rebuilding. In case anyone has been living under a rock since 2012, it's destroyed and been burning since.
Ritual of Mashra. Yeah.
So I guess we're just going to make it not look bad anymore?
Yeah, it
seems like make it less ugly.
Everything that is currently a piece of destruction, you can either click on or interact with in another way. Specifically, like the burn marks in the ground, you can just use a broom on. you don't use it on it. Like you use like a sweep animation on a broom, and it'll go away. But you can click on basically everything, and you get like 5,000 experience per action. And once it's all done, you get a Dragonkin lamp. And
Yeah, I
change
honestly
that.
think this is they gave the worst reasoning for why we're doing it though, like as a lore-wise thing. Just, oh, they wanted people to stop talking about it.
The
I mean,
people eventually, not the
understandably, that's a
players.
good reason.
Is it?
They want the people to stop talking about it so the Dragonkin don't notice them again and attack them again. It's more so like trying to make a joke at players not stopping talking about it. But I think it.
I thought it was kind of funny, honestly.
I mean, it's a bit of meta humor, which I can appreciate, but it's not
I think it goes really
great.
far.
Yeah, it takes it a bit
I'm
too
just
much.
glad it's finally getting the cleanup, and I like the pet chance and the Dragonkin lamp off of it. It's a little mini quest. Maybe there'll be more lore than you expect.
Oh, they show the entire thing off.
Oh, they did.
There is no
Well,
lore.
okay, never mind. I lied.
And it's all on Mandrith, so I think
Yep.
that you accidentally click on the bounty hunter stuff, but we'll see.
Yep. Next up, we got our first look at the bank update, where we see access to Diango and some of the little house.
Right, this is just a
POH
teaser, not
boxes.
the full rework.
Yeah, it's a pre-update for the update.
Yeah, I think people are a bit confused about this. The bank rework is going to require engine dev. And that is not easy to come by because I think they have like 1 or 2 people who can actually work on the engine.
Right.
So this is the stuff that they can do without engine work to prepare for the engine update later on.
And all people are really looking for with this rework that I've seen is just the placeholders, so I don't know if this is going to go over too well.
I mean, I don't really see any reason to complain here. Adding the Diango stuff is really nice. It's a good choice. The POH stuff is nice, and the cleanup mode is nice. And it basically just fixes things a little bit. You get 10 loadable preset.
I will say
These are all good things that I really can't complain about.
It might make me use the POH stuff more because sometimes
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree there.
Yeah, but Diango stuff I use regularly because the guy in print
Yeah.
is OP.
No, he's super handy. I make full use of that. So being able to just grab it straight from my bank means just more good things.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain.
Right, and then after that we've got the tooltips are being added to potions.
Yep,
So you
potion
can
tooltips.
see
Yeah,
what they
I'm
do.
excited about that one.
You can specifically see the boost they give you based on your skills. So it's not the percent; it's the number of levels you'll get.
Yeah,
like,
it's
from off the
variable.
potion.
Mod Sova was talking about it on Twitter a couple weeks ago as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He was his only concern, if I remember correctly, was trying to figure out how the heck he was going to do the perfect plus potion.
That's just all the text.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, we're just going to need a second monitor to display it all.
They should just take the potion, put a little right-click option on it that says "Give book about what this does," and it gives you a book.
Click it and it just says
Read it.
"Examine me."
And no, it's like 5 pages of all the
Oh
effects.
yeah, really.
And just in case tooltips for whatever reason bother you, Togglescape lives, and you can turn them off.
I don't mind them. I like them for like my divine vacuum and my charges and everything.
I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be nice. You'll get to know things a little more clearly than before.
Yep.
Right.
Next up, they were removing the timer on Crystallize. Not really too much to discuss there.
Just makes a good skill gooder.
Yep.
Yes, I just said gooder. Don't kill me.
And you call crystallize a good skill? You mean
Yeah,
spell?
it's better than divination.
It makes skills better skills.
Okay.
So.
It was a hard sentence to parse apart.
Okay,
All right,
you'll
the
get
big
there.
win for TAA.
This
Dun, dun, dun.
is the source of much salt on Reddit currently.
Yeah.
And many claims of
Basically-
leaving the game.
Basically, this is the sweaty way to do combat.
Right. So
When
what you
you're
would
already doing sweaty combat.
what you would do is you'd equip a wand or dual wield to cast your ability, because then that would affect the time until your next auto attack, which you'd switch to a staff for because a staff auto attack is higher. And you cast your auto attack and then you switch back to the wand to cast your next ability. And because you're using magic for this, you can click the cast spell button to get this going faster. And not unlike whatever the revolution is.
Yeah, this all
So-
stemmed from the fact that EOC was made to have your auto attacks based on the last ability that you
Right, what
casted
weapon
as
you use in the
opposed
last
to your
ability.
weapon?
It was based off the weapon you used on your last ability, not the weapon you used in your last auto attack, which is really strange and unintuitive, if you asked me. I think you should base auto attack speed off of weapon use during an auto attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're basically
I think
changing it
so.
to be how it should have been to begin with. I don't know why it was made that way, but
I think the reason it was made that way is because they didn't notice that only Magic had this ability.
Yeah, only Magic has that button where you can say cast my auto attack with the spell book.
Yep.
And the reason this was an issue is because people were being dicks about it in PVM communities and not letting people into their teams if they didn't agree to like switch every attack between your staff and your wand.
People were being dicks about it, and then just even more problematic is the fact that it just kind of fundamentally caused a problem with combat where people were getting extra damage for clicking their weapons.
Right, and it made everyone want to just use magic, which is another thing they're trying to avoid.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the problem with all this is it's not much of a feature of combat, more as it is you're breaking the tick system.
Right.
So
go away, you're breaking the tick system. Nobody loves you.
So now that the change is that it's going to be working on auto attacks, and casting abilities actually delays your next auto attack by a bit.
Yep. Which is good.
Which is good. And in order to make up for this nerf they're doing, they have decided to add some new abilities and other changes just to promote their combat diversifying philosophy they announced at last RuneFest, and I think is a really good thing.
Yep, Solak is getting a ranged ability, and Shattered Worlds is getting a mage ability.
Right.
To deal with these problems.
Yep.
So the ranged ability is going to be speeding up the rate at which you can cast abilities.
But Revolution won't speed up an attack.
Revolution won't speed up on its own, but you can still queue it.
Yeah, you can queue it and still get the boost
while in Revolution.
Yep.
So you can push through it. And
my only worry with these new abilities is that it will basically come back to the same thing as 4TAA, where it's people in the PVM community are going to require you to have it. So,
I mean,
yeah, that is kind of a concern as well, I suppose.
We'll see, but probably. I mean, like there's certain things like sometimes like you need Onslaught or you need whatever, and I guess Onslaught's probably the only one currently that people sometimes require.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the catch will just be, make sure that they're accessible enough that players will be able to get a hold of them.
Right. I think the magic one is the ranged one, debatably based on price.
I'm just confused why they wouldn't just put that one on Shattered Worlds as well and make a different ability for Solak. Or not put an ability on Solak.
Because they don't have enough rewards for Solak.
They're always going to put abilities on bosses.
Yeah.
But really I mean, if we've got a melee ability, and no, okay, good point. Here, technically, there already is a ranged ability on Shattered Worlds.
Right. They were trying to balance that out too.
Okay, fair point. Yeah, and nobody had to say it. I just got there on my own.
And the magic one's interesting because it's partially bringing back the 4-tick auto attack method, but in a more controlled way that you have to wait.
In a not permanent way.
Right. So you use this ability, and you have to be dual wield for it. It's a dual wield ability for magic, and you can then switch to your staff because this ability buffs your auto attacks as long as you're casting unique spells for each attack. Yep. So you have to switch between your spells. So we're thinking of Ancients. This might be ridiculous, especially with
active. That would be really cool.
Buffing it up even higher.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Get ready for the mage meta, boys.
And it also lets you reset your auto attack timer after casting basic abilities. You can pop them off faster. So we'll see how that goes. And then for melee, they're actually buffing an ability. They're buffing Bladed Dive to do damage again.
When it's cast outside of universal cooldown.
Right. And so I've never used the ability, but I just got enough anima for it, and I'm kind of just cautious to wait for the magic one because it sounds fun. But Bladed Dive, I mean, looks cool too. I just don't usually do wield melee. I usually just use my lance.
I do dual wield melee because my drag orders exist.
I see.
And if I'm doing a task that doesn't need AoE or shouldn't use AoE, then yeah, I'll use my gores.
And then they're also adding for melee is they're continuing the trend that they gave halberds. How long ago was that they did the halberd thing? 2 years.
Many years ago.
Yeah,
So
I
now
think it
they're
was about 2 years ago.
Now they're giving all stabbing weapons their own thing, where you have a chance to not trigger the global cooldown. Which again, if you're doing Revolution, Revolution will cast an ability at the same rate global cooldown would have worn off anyway, so that's not going to help you. But if you click the ability yourself, you can take advantage of that little time short.
It's actually really nice that they're finally adding an advantage for using
It is
full
nice.
manual.
It's going to be a little worried for they're just adding it to stabbing weapons right now. So like, what's the point in a slashing weapon?
We'll see.
But it'll be interesting to see how this one goes, and if it's enough to make people want to use stabbing weapons more, because you do have to pay attention. Even if it's on Revolution, you have to pay attention and see when that thing procs, and then take advantage of it.
All right, well, that's all we have for news. Let's go.
And we're going back into more news. Woo.
Yep,
The
so
topic
today
is
we are
news.
talking about the year ahead.
This was a big video/stream that Jagex has done talking about, wait for it, the year ahead.
Yeah.
Which
Surprise.
year? 2032, I believe.
That year.
It's a good year.
Really? I didn't think it was nearly as good as 2031.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right, I guess.
But nothing beats 2007, right, guys?
7? No, you must mean 70.
The graphics are too good in those days.
All right, so the first thing we have on the list is something that already came out because we're a bit late. Oh no, it's the Stalker creatures.
Yep, they're pretty cool. They drop cool stuff.
We're not going to complain that they're XP tasks, because
They're XP tasks.
We're okay with XP
Hex
tasks.
Hunter Bow. Hex Hunter Bow is good. There's some lore. Lore is good. Shout out to Mod Meadows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thanks to him as well for clarifying. There was what appeared to be an error in the book. It has been confirmed as intentional, and calls back to an old theory Mod Meadows had back when he was a player and in our clan.
Do we want to go through that real quick?
Yeah. So in the lore book, it uses a date that is incorrect for the information that Grondabin is talking about in the book. He mentions the ritual stone and the existence of the Shelon Ma, but he talks about it as if he's in the Fourth Age.
Yeah.
Belrak didn't get that stuff until he was in
Yeah, we
Fifth Age.
specifically know from Nodder that it is takes place in
168 of the Fifth
168,
Age.
and that the ritual took place in 169.
However,
So
when Mod Meadows was a player, he had a pretty interesting theory that Dungeoneer or Daemonheim as a whole caused time dilation for people that were inside. We're not sure if it actually is going to be like time dilation for everybody inside, but it very much appears as if Grondabin is being affected by some form of time dilation, likely due to him being the person who found the mysterious scraps of parchment.
yep, it's very likely he fell into the time portal and ended up in a different age and didn't realize it.
Yep, because it was likely over very quickly, but then he just got dropped back at the wrong time.
Did you want to talk any about the bow? I haven't seen many people talk too much about it.
It's super rare.
Yeah.
It's probably good if you have it, but probably expensive too. It's cool that I like that drop tables get implemented in different ways. Drops get implemented in different ways all the time, and this is just a different way of they did the super rare method this way instead of the build up over time or the kind of common way. And I like how they made the seekers have a use by fueling your soul gazing elite killing.
I'm a huge fan of that. That's really cool.
So you actually have a reason to kill those, especially if you're an Iron Man going for this or something.
Additionally, as well, there is a super rare elite that will 100% drop the Hex Hunter Bow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is the Veil Ripper, I believe.
Yep.
Right.
And it's the stalker that's actually mentioned in the lore book. So
it's probably not the stalker, but is something related.
Fair, but it has a unique model, which makes me think it is the stalker in there because it has the same name. So that was really cool, actually. I really enjoyed that little tie in there and reusing the bury the destroyer mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
so
any complaints there?
no.
We'll be dropping a Rune Secrets on Grondabin fairly soon as well, for those who would like more information on this character.
Yep.
And yeah.
So moving on, we have the Elite Div outfit along with Skill Outfit Head add-ons.
This feels like a minor like plug into a system that exists. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be glad to finally.
Basically, we're getting the Div outfit put in game and Skill Outfit head add-ons put in game.
That is the update.
I mean,
Number
it's
3.
nice that it's not just treasure hunt only anymore. So
Yep. Always nice to add.
yeah. All right, number 3, Slisuke's in-game replayability. About time, and I also
About
won't be
time.
doing it.
I'm excited to see what the outfit is. It's supposed to be the model they originally had for Jazz.
Yeah, I'll definitely play through this at least once. Depends on how painful it is.
I don't think it'll be painful.
But I appreciate that they've basically just made a version of the quest for the people who just want to experience the lore.
I can appreciate that, but I feel like there's so many issues with in-game that need to be fixed with this that
Well,
I'm afraid they haven't fixed.
I'm using it as a cutscene scroller.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have a checklist of 3 things. I want to get the Armadill's Feather.
Yep.
I want to get the cosmetic outfit, and I want to see if I can get Zamorak to win.
I mean, you can just check the options that will make Zamorak.
As my Kanan run, I want to see if Zamorak can win.
Ooh, good luck.
Because I just want it to be the rare one.
Yeah, that one had like a 1.6% chance, or like 1.6% of players pulled it off.
I gotta hope I have enough right choices made, and I gotta like kick out Armadillo if I get to the midpoint fast enough.
Yeah.
I also believe you needed to side with him in the Battle of Lumbridge.
You had to have?
I think so.
I believe so.
Fudge.
There are some really weird like backtracking requirements on these.
And I did side with Sliske in Dishonor. I might.
Yeah, you don't have a shot.
I think we're screwed on that.
No. Well, I can at least get Saradomin. I can at least feel a little special. Because everyone got
it. But then you also have to have Saradomin win, so I'm sorry.
That's true.
I can feel special and then hate myself.
I think that's it on endgame though. Number 4, we have the Clue Scroll Overhaul.
We touched on this already.
We touched on it, but there's so much going on here, including
so much stuff.
The hub and the hidey holes and what else was happening? There was the anagrams being redone.
Yeah, the anagrams. There's all the rewards. There's outfit. The title thing, or not the title. The gather. Wow, why am I blanking on the name?
Why are you blanking on this?
The collection log. There we go.
The collection log. Yes,
I've pulled it off.
Which has already been implemented, and there's gonna be, if you're a Premier member, you get a free Master Clue on launch.
Yep. Clue scrolls drop in sealed versions, so you can own 25 of them as a soft cap and get more from stuff like the aquarium. Caskets are now stackable, bankable, and have no cap.
And there's a bunch of achievements coming with it, so free rune score.
Well, I wouldn't say a bunch, but some. There are some achievements.
Yeah. There's at least one for building all the hidey holes.
I would say there would be at least 6 then. 1 for completing one of each scroll, and then 1 for building on the hidey holes.
You don't think there's gonna be like ones like complete 50 scrolls now?
Oh, I'm sure there will be, but we're gonna just start with 1.
Okay. And then also worth pointing out as a little disclaimer is that the outfit originally was announced to have the Luck of the Dwarves effect. It has been removed because it was overpowered, and they want you to actually have a ring so it doesn't lose all its value.
I would also like to celebrate that they remembered to rename the NPC from Argento after I complained.
Right.
Shout out.
Good, because there was already an Argento in the game.
Yep. He was a dead tree.
And they are also graphically reworking Yuri.
He looks pretty good.
Matters.
They put the new Robin Hood outfit on Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're putting a new dye in the game, which means making all the new...
Which means wasting developers' time even more. Because that's what we want.
So many.
I will say the flaming sword looks really cool, though.
All the tier 92s can't even be dyed yet. You can't dye the Kopeshes. You can't dye any Wraith stuff. You can?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can dye the Kopeshers now.
It's not on the wiki.
Oh, maybe not
But
then.
you definitely can't dye raid stuff.
You definitely can't dye raid stuff at all.
Yeah, because raid stuff, you have like 9 different armors you'd have to like make.
Well, you can make the Kopeshers flaming, so there's that.
Okay, I'll take that. But yeah, the Kopeshers are not on the list of any of the dyes.
I think flaming should probably just be the new standard for weapons instead of the dyes.
Yeah,
just so that it
I like those
wastes
effects
less
more.
time in making.
Yeah, it doesn't like a change based on whatever weapon it is. They don't have to make a new model for it.
Yeah, I think it said they have it
That's so much better.
coded better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dyes since they're just super rare stuff. I don't mind some super rares, but when it's just here, it's locked to T90 stuff. It's less interesting to me.
And when they take so much time,
Well, yeah,
complaining around them,
especially because they're not a unique new item, so I don't care as much, I guess.
Yeah.
Although at this point, I really need them to do the smoke one before my OCD kicks in.
Like, it's slightly Jagex's fault that they have just such horrible modeling that it breaks if they just try to switch it, especially with augmentation.
Yeah.
But I don't like what it does to their time, honestly.
Isn't augmentation a toggle now? So why couldn't they just have like the base model and just toggle the augmentation thing gear on it?
Additional shout out for renaming the Clue Scroll outfit to the Globetrotter outfit.
What was it originally?
Trailblazer, which is a little confusing with the Dungeoneering Trailblazer outfit.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. They're pretty cool too. You earn charges by completing clues, 5 clues per charge, and then you can activate those charges to do stuff, such as give you the Ooglog pool buff, use teleport scrolls directly from your bank, perform the correct emote for your clue. Wow, who would use that one? Swapping your active clue for another one of the same tier, or teleporting to the location of your active clue.
Right.
What's really cool is that the outfit acts as hidey hole outfits for your emote clues.
If you have the whole thing. You have to have the whole thing for that one.
And then you can get additional rerolls up to 2 if you own up to 4 pieces.
Right. I think those are stored rerolls because after this update, they're gonna like you don't have to use a reroll. You can store them up.
Yep. Well, I mean, you didn't have to use a reroll now either.
Well, yeah, but then you missed out on working towards it.
Exactly. Yeah, you can own up to 3 in total now if you own 4 pieces of the outfit.
And I'm curious to see what other things there's going to be in this shop they have with the outfit, because just the outfit would be kind of whatever.
Yep. And I like a lot of these new rewards here. I don't think the second age outfits look good still, but hopefully they'll look better by the time they come out. The pajamas look like they'll be pretty cool. I really like the tuxedo and ball gown outfits. Those just look really nice. The fact that they've done a male and female model for each of them is really nice as well.
Yeah.
There's a gilded boater and cavalier. Like, nice. Good job. Poppy unicorn is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's literally like a toy horsey that you ride, and it's great. I want it. It's so funny. And then a pack yak mask, because Baru.
Alright, well, moving on to number 5, we have Solak.
He big.
It's a thing.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think they said March or April again.
I'm gonna guess April.
Yeah, I am too. So now we know he's dropping a ranged ability, and I think that's all the new stuff.
And we know he's got crossbows too.
Well, yeah, we knew he had crossbows already.
Yeah. You can duo or 7-man it, and it's gonna be a mechanic heavy fight, and it's gonna be in Lost Grove.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can look at pretty stuff while you do it.
Yep.
All right. Pieces of hate.
No. Pieces of hate, because it's in all caps in the doc.
Whoops! I turned caps off, lock off for that one.
Oh, did you forget? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all super excited for this one.
The only quest in the first third of the year, but a quest nonetheless.
I am slightly saddened to hear that it's going to be in March instead of February, but hopefully it's worth the wait.
I expect.
What's funny now is the fact that it's now in March instead of February, We could have just already known it was in March if we just let Ghost Stories of Gillinor stay in the game.
Yeah, that thing that we're never gonna let go.
I'm never gonna let that go.
But Pieces of Hate looks exciting, and Grand Mastery, and it has Prassians and Eastern stuff going on, which is cool and random, but cool.
I really can't wait for the first good Crassian quest.
Let's hope it's
You
good.
assume it's going to be a good Crassian quest.
It's got Rowley and Raven on it. It better be good.
I mean, if you look at the last quest they each did, Crondis has strong feelings about Raven's last quest, and we
Which
all
one
have strong
was
feelings.
Raven's last quest?
Endgame.
Endgame.
And we all have
no,
strong
okay,
feelings
yeah.
about Riley's last quest.
And then the one before that was Kindred Spirits, so...
Yeah, okay, strong case.
Strong
But
feelings.
then the one before that was The Light Within.
And it was Elegy.
It was Elegy.
Oh, okay, well, I like Elegy and I like The Light Within.
There you go.
Okay, so Raven's 2 for 2, and Rowley is
I think he's -4 right now because Menaphos.
-3.5.
Yeah, 3.5, I'd say.
But then he also made Lord of Vampirium, so he gets like plus 1,000.
So
points
long ago.
automatically.
That's legacy points.
Legacy plus 1,000.
But yeah, Pieces of Hate looks fun. Still, I think we're still waiting. Are they not going to do any other things with the rewards?
Not that
did
they've
that.
I
told
don't
us.
think that they're going to tell us anything more. I think they're kind of
Okay.
bordering on the line of, like, if they say any more, it's just going to be into spoiler territory, so...
Because the last I saw the rewards, like, people weren't really happy with most of them.
Seemed cool to me.
I mean, it seemed okay to me. I wasn't, like, ecstatic about... What were they even? There was the Brimhaven Agility thing, which became its own update separate from the quest.
There's the teleport scroll.
There's the Holy Wrench thing, which everyone complained about and their mother.
Yep, I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't know why people were complaining about this, but... Okay.
Upgrade's an upgrade.
Anyways, on to the next one.
Yep, deep sea fishing.
Woo!
Really excited about this one.
Because fishing needed more updates.
Yeah, I'm excited
like
about
fish-
this one, but I kind of want this to be like the last fishing update for a while. They kind of
Forever?
fleshed out fishing for a while now.
I
We had
hate
Aquarium, we had Ark, we had Menaphos,
This is the
fishing. We had
third
waterfall.
Waterfall.
time now they're introducing a fishing method that is good on its own to like max the skill out, and you don't really need anything else.
I like it. I just hope they continue to give focus like this to other skills now that this is coming out.
Yeah, I like that they're doing all the skilling stuff, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think we need sailfish.
I mean, I'm
already
excited about this because it just gives me another way to go try and get bubbles that I still haven't gotten. One day.
Alright, Group Iron Man.
Don't care.
I don't care either.
Yeah, I have
Some
not
people
touched my
may care.
Iron Man since the day Iron Man was released, so...
I made an Iron Man because I was encouraged to do so, and then played it for 10 minutes, and then remembered why I don't like playing accounts that don't have 99 agility.
And also going to mention they have decided absolutely nothing about this mode yet, so anything anyone's heard has been speculative, and it's going to start development after Solax, so it's probably going to be a good many months from now.
Being totally honest, I think this mode is kind of dumb. The whole point of Iron Man is to not have other people.
Well, I think the problem is that it's... You can't do certain bosses without other people. Like Virago, you physically can't.
You signed up to play an Iron Man.
I
They
agree, but to
They
a certain
removed that
extent.
restriction. Iron Man can do
Plus, yeah.
like Virago with Iron Man right now.
Yeah, you can do bosses with other Iron Men that are group bosses. So it's not like they're limited at that.
It's something, I guess.
So I just feel like the concept here is not very appealing. And I would rather them spend speculative dev time on other things.
It's okay. We can let Ramen go work on this in his corner.
I don't know. Ramen's been doing a good job recently. Don't laugh. I'm being completely serious. I think he does good work.
I'm not laughing.
Cricket.
We were cricketing, so it was close enough.
Alright, safe cracking.
I am the only one here super excited for this, apparently.
I am disappointed in the way it turned out. I didn't
was
expect
excited.
it to be super
Don't-
lore heavy like Memorial of Gothics, but I did want it to be more aquarium-esque.
I
It
understand
seems
that
fairly
there's-
aquarium-esque to me.
I understand there's still perks and stuff coming, but I was excited up until the point we saw prototype gameplay, and it was walk into this room in Varrock Castle, click a safe, wait for 5 minutes, and then teleport to a different castle and click another safe.
Yeah.
Good point.
So the gameplay is not there. I guess the perks will be in the shop, but
I hope the perks are there, but
I mean,
this
realistically,
doesn't look good.
Realistically, the whole reason I'm excited for this is the perks. I'm interested to see what things they're going to add to thieving that will catch my eye.
I guess I don't know.
Because I mean, realistically, if the safe cracking itself kind of sucks, we at least got some cool perks to check out.
Yeah.
I will also say though, the powder or whatever the hell it is, the one that like stops you from being stunned.
Oh wait, what?
No, not Flash Powder Factory. The consumable reward you can.
I don't think they named it yet. I just think they call it like the
it's dumb. Powder. Get rid of it. Put in Pocket Sand instead as a reward from the Damn Evil Dave quest, and stop wasting my time.
Alright, next up we have the Giant Mimic Boss. It will be returning permanently and is a member's boss this time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice job, Shawnee.
I dislike the location of it. That area doesn't need anything more.
Where was it that they're putting it? I didn't get to...
Right by the Bertha Castle, where it was before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as a portal.
It's just an odd placement for something like that.
Is it where it was originally?
Yes.
I was
thinking,
that makes sense.
As an awesome place to put it in the Pharaoh's basement. Or
Pharaoh's basement? No, I was thinking in the Varrock bank basement.
That'd be funny too.
Oh, that's rural. It's like big secret.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
All right. After that,
I'm excited about this. It's a way to actually get those scrimshaws in game besides lucking out from the.
That's true.
Yeah,
Moss,
I mean
that's a big win from this. So really, I don't see any downsides with this, and it's a fun boss to fight. So cool.
Yeah, no, I just wish it was better located. Like I understand why he was there originally because they put all of their little event stuff right at Birthright.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just hope that if it's received well, they might consider moving it somewhere that's more thematically relevant.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And not the 20th thing in its area.
Yes.
Next up, we kind of hit it already. The mining and smithing beta.
It's been touched. We will touch it more when it comes out.
Yeah.
Touch the hell out of it.
I think we will all be touching the hell out of it. Because damn it, if you don't listen to us.
I'm gonna be touching so much mining and smithing that they might have to file a restraining order. So yeah, let's move on.
Oh, this next one, the spring fair.
The good old spring fair.
You love the spring fair.
We're gazing really aggressively at Avernic because of the way he has it listed in the document here. But I'm not excited for this. Last time it sucked. Sorry,
I am
but it sucked.
Excited.
They did say that they were like very aggressively making sure that it's not so microtransactions heavy.
I'm sorry, but I do not agree that, or do not accept that until I see it.
It has so much bad rep. Yeah. Why bring it back?
So I'm curious to see if they manage to pull it off this time, and if they do, cool. I'll give them all the credit in the world for it. But last time sucked, and I'm not excited.
Yeah.
The quote-unquote fun part is the actual Easter event will be located here too.
Yeah, apparently the Easter event. I'm concerned.
And I'm 110% positive it's going to be temporary content.
I would go so far as to say 200%.
I feel like bringing back the spring fair is they're like, oh, we want to reuse these models.
I feel like the week it comes out is going to be the week that nothing was learned and every lesson they could have learned has been ignored. But
you want to play the Easter event? That'll be $29.99.
Easter.
Easter.
Yeah.
I mean, there is both an E and an A in Jagex.
I find an E and an A in most words.
Alright, well, moving on from that before we shoot ourselves, the minigame hub.
Impossible final removement of...
Mobilizing armies! Goodbye and good riddance.
much bigger fan of Moblings and Sleevies anyway. So
Game doesn't even work in NXT.
it's a
Yeah,
sucky
that's
game.
true.
But I'm curious to see if they like do they make an island and move all the actual locations there? Do they just make a place where you can just teleport to these places?
I
Do they-
feel like this is the
I
Gamer's
don't
Grotto on steroids.
so. Like, are they going to remove the castle for Castle Wars?
Maybe.
Like, I could see them removing like the Trouble Brewing area.
I
but,
would
like,
I would much rather if it was just like a teleport to that area.
I think it's me teleport, just a teleport hub.
I think that would be easier because then they don't have to rework the game world.
It is, but I feel like that defeats the point of the hub then, because I think they want to like shard instance it.
That's true. I mean, they can totally shard instance it all they want. That's cool. That's fine.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
But yeah, mobilizing armies probably getting the X, and we'll see if anything else does too.
Yeah.
I heard some rumors that they're eyeing Conquest as well. I hope not.
I could honestly.
I
see that
hope
happening,
not.
though.
Conquest is actually a really good game. The problem is the
if
camera is
there's-
broken
yeah.
and no one plays it.
If there's a mode that actually deserves an update, I do think that one does. It's a really cool, unique game, and
It's
it
better chess.
is very fun.
Yeah,
It's chess with choices, and I do like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it does just keep getting broken more and more with every
camera
NXT
sucks ass
update.
with it. I will say the camera sucks.
I don't know how they developed
Yeah.
the camera that was so terrible.
Because it was really good when it actually came out. But then they released the Orb of Oculus and did it all better.
But
Yeah,
yeah, we're getting
I'm-
rid of Armies of Gillinor Alpha. So
I still really want them to just add Armies of Gillinor as what mobilizing armies used to be.
I mean, it kind of is, but it's just over to die on Fun Orb right now. So
I agree. It is. It's dead. Long live.
Right.
Hey, at least they put some lore in from it last year.
that's true. Yeah, I mean they have been for a while now, because even back in The Light Within, we got the Crystalline Shapeshifters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean like blatantly so, thanks to Rowley.
Well, yeah.
Here's Aeternam and all the other mages from that thing.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Gotta love that memorial to Gothics.
Best update.
Alright, we talked about this next one too already. Rebuilding Elchville.
Rebuilding Edgeville.
We
It's
actually
just
talked about all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next exciting one is the high-level Brimhaven Agility Arena.
Whoa, because anyone
I'm
likes the
pretty hyped for
Brimhaven
this.
Agility Arena.
I do. It's really fun and it's much better than normal agility, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
Are you
This
playing
has
the
to
same
be-
minigame that I was playing? Because I hate it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Tag the pillars, and then if you
Which is
tag
much
them
better than
without
running
getting
circles.
RNG'd to death, you get a ticket.
I like that much better than I'm going to run in a circle.
I do not like RNG saying screw you. You cannot have your tickets, and you must start
It's more
over.
active. It's more active gameplay, and I appreciate that.
I'm thinking this must have been concepted after people said they didn't want the pieces of hate reward of an upgraded Brimhaven agility shot, because I think this spawned from that.
I think so too.
Possibly.
Just making the arena better.
They did say that they're updating Brimhaven. I don't know if they specifically meant just the agility arena, or if all of Brimhaven is looking better now. I would assume
see.
it means just the agility arena.
Probably just the agility arena. Just
Yeah,
down
it's a
that ladder.
separate area from that.
Because Lord knows we can't get them to touch Karamja.
They said it's coming. They said it's coming. It and the Camelot Seers are on the backlog, but will be coming.
Yeah, TM soon.
Alright, next up we have the calendar of events.
Okay. Next up is.
Yeah, this is kind of just a thing.
Did you not remember when the weekly Tuesday content showcase is? Well, now you can have a calendar telling you it's weekly and on Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't really see much of a point of this, because, yeah, it is kind of redundant at this point. But I guess it will tell people who don't have the time to watch live streams.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Next.
We're getting another double XP weekend. Woo!
Yep, during the Game Blast.
Yep.
I'm more excited that Game Blast is a thing than we're getting double XP. I don't really care for the double XP. I
Oh,
get XP at
Praying
my
for
rate.
another 17-hour stew stream. Please, please, please.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be live stream in there, and probably with content with devs doing stuff, but
Oh, I know,
see if
but
they-
no one
we'll
will
see if they
ever
do
no one will
content.
ever beat Stu's 17-hour stream.
Oh no, that was great. That was Death of no wait, that was what quest? It was Death of Chivalry.
Yeah, I think it was Death of Chivalry.
It was crazy.
RuneScape Mobile. About time we got
Oh.
some news on this, honestly.
So
Okay.
excited for this.
It looks
To
good.
be
I
able
don't
to fish while I'm at school.
think I'll ever use it.
Except I bring my laptop to school, so
I am kind of confused as to why they would release Old School first, and
because it's easier.
not just at the same time.
It's much easier, and I get it. Don't hold back one game when the other one's ready.
Eh.
But I'm really excited for this. Hell, when Old School comes out first, I might even be tempted to maybe try it again.
How many times have you tried it?
A lot.
Alright, next one is the bank rework, which we did kind of discuss already, so...
Look cool. I'm excited for the early part of it, and I hope they follow through with the rest of it.
Yep. Alright, the big surprise to all of us. Eagle Skips is back.
Except it was called Thread Quest beforehand.
Yeah, it got resurrected
And
from the
one time
grave
it's
by
called-
Mod Krista.
What time is called Fred Quest?
Thread Quest, Thread Quest, Needle Skips.
Game Jam.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited to see this one turn up. It is a quest in the style of Her Story and Event Zero.
It came upon
where you
they asked the question, can the RuneScape code and servers support being a database? Turns out it can. They made a quest at the database.
And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this one plays out. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. Based on the name, it essentially confirms that this quest has something to do with Sally and the Elder Needle. I'm assuming that it means Sally is brutally murdered.
is
I'm
not
gonna say
gonna do
Sally's
anything
probably
with
not
this because Jagex does not own Sally. So
I thought they do own Sally.
there has been some confirmation that there is really weird copyright issues with Idle Adventure, and that they don't own Sally.
But they do own the Elder Needle.
It's an odd project. That
Speaking of Idle Adventure, I am so disappointed Chapter 2 never came out. I was eagerly awaiting that thing.
You know why Chapter 2 never came out?
It got canceled?
Because the game sucked.
Wow.
That is true.
It was the most boring clicker I've ever played.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was really bad.
Okay, no, that is a lie. There are worse clickers out there, but it was less of a clicker than most clickers, which I think was its biggest downfall. They went for kind of a little more unique gameplay, kind of feeding into the RuneScape-y feel of raising your skills, but that ended up being its downfall, because when you're playing a clicker, you want to actually be able to actively do something mindless for a little while.
You want to be
the game didn't really cater to that.
Click.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of expecting this quest to be about the Elder Needle. I'm also kind of expecting them to murder Sally, and if they don't have the rights, I guess they just won't say her name. And yeah, Needle Skips.
Yeah. Next up, we have clan updates.
Thank God.
Yeah. This is really needed.
The first thing we're getting is the clan avatar stuff. Thank God. And then we're kind of going from there.
I think you're more excited about this than most people.
Well, yeah.
As a clan owner, I think you would be.
Yeah, I've been running a large clan for years. So, thank God. Yeah, this has been needed for ages. I'm really excited to see what they do with this.
Hopefully this gets rid of a lot of the really bad clan code. Will allow them to do more things in the future. Because Lord knows clans need to get their code straightened out. Alright, next up we have skilling offhands.
Looks cool. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm excited for them.
I like them using more slots for skilling, giving you more item equipment stuff, so go for it.
I'm excited for the tale that's been promised to come with it with Lady Traherne.
Yeah, I am interested about that because I don't know where they're going to go with it.
But things with effects that you can then add more effects to with inventions sounds fun to me.
Yeah, all about that.
I agree. Alright, and the final thing on our list is Shattered Worlds improvements.
Thank God.
I think you're the only one happy about that one.
I mean, I'm just happy that it's not going to be. If we're going to have to do it for 3 abilities, then I want it to be more than just kill 75% of the monsters on this world.
Yep.
There's no variation in the minigame whatsoever. It is incredibly boring, and it needs to be at least average.
In
I'm
fact,
kind of at a
give me a
point-
second here, and I'll even pull up the rant that we used in the worst updates.
I'm kind of at a point now where I'm just like, just leave Shattered Worlds to die. I hate it so much at this
I mean, it
point.
has other issues.
I'm actually
like-
at the exact opposite end, where I really want them to put some work into it and make it playable.
First thing they need to do, in my opinion, is move the hell out of that location. It's in a dumb place.
Yeah,
Second of
I don't
all,
get
That's
that
okay
at all.
now. Now that it's in that place, I don't really care anymore. But
I still mind. Now that, and after they move it, they also need to put the either like a tale or a quest or a book somewhere in there, because what the hell is the Void Knights doing with the Temple Knights?
put in the freaking Animal Witch and make the tale or quest. Like, that's
Yeah.
literally
Exactly. That should be a
I
part
mean,
of the improvements.
core fix the gameplay. Once you're done with that, put the dang quest in. Well, I mean, I wouldn't give a crap about the quest if they put the quest in and the game still sucks.
I guess. But then you have the Abyss Knights as a
Yeah.
thing. But
But like, they're a cool concept, and they have some interesting background lore that are completely ruined by the fact that they then cut it all out.
all the story content of the
Yep,
update
fix
got cut, as well as all the variation in the update got cut. And
Yeah,
the fun, they cut that one out too.
Basically, we need Shattered Worlds Batch 2, where they take all the stuff that they said they were going to make and then canceled and put it back in. So pretty
Right.
much remake the update from the ground up.
Don't rush it out because you have like Manifoes coming out or something.
Yeah, don't do that.
And that is everything that was in this article / video / live stream.
Yeah, so this concludes our topic section.
All right. Any other miscellaneous things we want to throw out there?
No,
Just to say that the most excited thing I am about this list is Pieces of Hate.
Yeah, me too.
yeah, I think we're all
I think we'll
kind
all
of
vote the same.
Pretty
patiently
eager to
waiting
see how
for-
Needle Skip. Eager to see how Needle Skips plays out. Basically, I care about the lore and questy stuff. Shocker, right there.
Wow.
And I'm actually pretty interested in how Solak's going to play out as well.
For going to the combat stuff, I'm interested how the
Vortic
new
auto
ability
stuff?
and the Vortic
Yeah.
stuff's going to go down.
Yeah, I'm really curious about those as well.
I'm interested how many posts Reddit can make. Like, I'm going to have a counter going.
It has been 0 days since somebody has complained about 4TAA.
It's been 0 minutes.
All right,
Great.
guys. Well, this
Yeah.
has been the podcast of Owls.
They will be coming out each Thursday. We record them on a Wednesday night as well. So for some further background here,
Yep, we're
And,
gonna try to maintain a
Wednesday
A
recording.
good- good schedule. If we can't, well,
It happens.
it happens.
Probably on some weeks with like little to no content, we may not do a podcast and instead just push to get another video type out, because we're always working on, non-podcasty videos.
Mhm.
And so if we know that a week's update is going to be small and we don't have a lot to talk about, we might just focus on making one of those bigger or better or more, or get it done faster.
At the
And
same
if that
time,
happens,
at the
if
same
that
time, we
happens,
could
we'll let
just
people
throw
know.
an update into the news section and just have a topic that is about something
Right.
else.
Exactly, which is another thing we'll probably do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we figured Wednesday was probably the best date to record these because update dates are on Mondays and live stream dates are on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Right.
So it just kind of conveniently slotted in that it appears the three of us are available on Wednesdays as well. So yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to a new podcast each Thursday.
So until then, have a nice week. Signing out.
Booters out.
Bye.